Well, it looks like the postman's been kind to me. Let's get this badger indoors and get her open.
Right, I have a feeling what this might be, and I have a feeling this is that order from Epic Militaria that I've been waiting for. So, let's open her up and see what treasures are locked within. Hopefully without hurting myself using my Soviet medic's knife. Haha! And you know what? I was right. Here it is. Those two things that I ordered from Epic Militaria. A Red Army OBR 43 Gymnasterka and an OBR 36 gas mask bag. But first, let's have a look at the Gimnasterka. And here we are, the OBR 43 Gymnasterka. Bit of history about the garment. As the name suggests, it was introduced in 1943 after the Battle of Stalingrad. It harks back to a more traditional Russian peasant's costume with a stand-up collar. This is what the Imperial Russian Army used during the First World War and before it. And the Russians were very good at harking back to their history as a way of inspiring the people of the Soviet Union. And this was one of the ways. You know, they've just won this great Battle of Stalingrad, and of course Siege of Leningrad is underway. So we need to, we need to build up the morale of the men for the coming battle against the fascists. So, as another point of the traditional bit of Russian military wear, it would have had large shoulder boards here displaying branch of service, and there's the loop there and the large button. And I must say the detail on the button is very good indeed, and the colour of the paint as well is very good. I'm not sure if these are reproductions or originals, but either way, the detail is very good. I do give it to them. And speaking of buttons, there are 2 on the collar and 3 down the front, holding together this the standing collar. Again, a more traditional form of Russian military wear. The cloth, it's quite a lightweight twill. It's an okay quality of cloth. To be honest, it's a little bit more lightweight as what those who purchase Voin uniforms expect. But it's accurate in the regard of the quality of the cloth, especially this part of the wall. We're starting to take a downward turn, so it's quite reminiscent of that. All in all, it's a very well constructed garment, I must say. The stitching seems pretty stout, both internally and externally. One of my personal gripes, though, regards is having the label in the collar, and it's I know, obviously, in terms of when you have a huge warehouse full of these sorts of things, it's good to have easy access to the labels. But me personally, I'm going to be cutting that out especially if it's on the floor, especially if it's I'm on display and I'm not wearing it. That's a little bit of farbery right there, but easily rectified. But maybe something to note for the future. As I say, the buttons are very good quality on this, and the cloth is quite good. So all in all, I would strongly recommend this item for if you're a veteran to the hobby or you're just starting. Russian stuff at the moment, or Soviet stuff I should say, is getting a little bit difficult to come by. But in terms of getting reproductions over here into this country, and I'm very, very thankful that Epic Military have this in stock at the minute, so that's why I snapped it up whilst it was still available. And I would wholeheartedly recommend this to any reenactor. And the next up is the gas mask bag. I'm very impressed with the quality of this gas mask bag. The canvas, or tarpaulin as it's known in Russian parlance, is very good quality. It's quite stout material, including the leather strap seems to be very well stitched. Again, it's got the same buttons that's featured on the Gimnasterka. Again, quite good quality there. The only issue I'm having immediately of looking at it is the buckle. It seems to be quite shiny, a little bit too shiny, almost as if it's made of a gilt metal, even though it is constructed, authentically using a stamped material. It's just the shine of it is a bit of a letdown for me. Another unfortunate letdown is the straps. The straps seem quite flimsy in comparison of some other reproductions and also the originals, and I'm not sure. It could probably be overcome, but the steel on the sliders of the strap are already starting to rust, so potentially a little bit of grease there. But other than that, I'm happy with it, as it, you know, it will show age and patina. The strap on the back, so this strap here would be used to fasten it round the hip, so it would go over the main strap, go over your shoulder, and then this would go around your hip, and that would keep it steady onto the side. The strap is made of the same cotton tape as the shoulder strap, and again, it's a little bit flimsy, but for a smaller diameter item, you know, I'm not overly complaining. Let's get it open. So inside you have a series of dividers, and in which inside would keep the gas mask, the hose and the filter, as well as what's called anti-dimming compound and various other things such as anti-gas ointments and decontaminants and what have you. But during the Great Patriotic War, the Second World War, the Red Army, they didn't actually keep gas masks in this for the most part. For the most part, they did. They kept their personal possessions in here, such as rations, of course, Bellamore canals, etc., etc. And so that is what I shall be using this for, as I do not possess gas masks. But it's still accurate. Again, I would wholeheartedly recommend this to anyone who's either a veteran of the hobby or just starting out. And again, it's a overall quality item that I'd recommend to anyone. As you can tell, guys, I'm really impressed by Epic Militaria's line of Red Army kit and equipment. So if you're ever in the need for anything Red Army based from the Second World War, go to Epic Militaria and pick up their stuff. And remember, guys, keep history alive.